They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check nine. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, here's Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Wide, get wide.
Running is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being
touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 82 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly they're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check, check. Lucky.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, look. Express.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. 637. Watch safety. Go Chief. Safety's creeping. Big edge. Big edge. Big edge.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mike, 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check it back. Check it back.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
29. 29. 54 is Mike. 54 is right down. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cut. You're mine. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A a 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll throw now on the final play. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
All day, baby, all day. One, later one. Express. Check pass. Check pass. Deuce right, Chief. Joker.
From the 44, Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Big stop, let's go. Watch the ass.
They run it with Jacobs. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Play action. It's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
On the ready. Come on. Hey, 2.
Watch tight ends right. Tight ends right. 3 out.
Hard.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
58 Mike.
Get it.
Here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Team spill. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Alert 3.
Fire.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Down. Blue 80.
Check, right, 50.
93. 93.
Let you play.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50.
Express.
Mike's 54.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Let him know. Let him know. Raider 1. Let him know.
Watch twist. Watch.
Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 must. Hey, Alpha. Check. Watch 54. Express. Well, Gumbo. Get set.
Slam.
Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Back to throw. Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. 180.
On first down, it's Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down by 15 plays. It's a pickup of 3. Brings us 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
54. Watch the curl.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
It's 3rd and 9.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, orbit. Kill. Lie down. Kill. Turn up.
Carr now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, Wahoo! 50, Lex, 50! Hey!
Tannehill throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. one of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
It's going to be a long day.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Check.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Hatch it. Hey, later one. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I got one.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to kick the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Ready up. 50, you ain't going nowhere. Tight end right.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, it's a fourth win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back,
just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish she's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pocket the desk, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in your pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball.